Hey, black men. So I duetted a video the other day, and I'm going to expand on that. This creator was talking about how she believes that there is something that the government doesn't want us to know. Maybe the government, maybe like the rich 1%ers, the people in power, that hold all the power, don't want us to know about black people and something that is extremely special, extremely superhuman that you all have. I 100% agree. And I actually made a video about it after I saw Sinners, because I saw that movie and it's something that I've been thinking of for many, 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 many years. But Sinners just brought it more to my attention, how unique you are, how vibrant you are, how under stress, under duress, under the kind of stress that most people can't even manage to think about, much less live through. You guys not only live through, but you succeed, you excel, you thrive. And there's something I think that you have in your genetic makeup.
So as a Gentile, I'm here to profess, black people, you are Israelites, you are the chosen ones, you are a prestigious people. Your history is in the Bible.
So we're here in Jerusalem. Randomly, these lights don't work because look how they have the Messiah painted. But the lights don't work. So you can't even catch that. You won't even notice it, how they have them painted. Man, and then whoops, the lights are on over here. That's interesting. Mira que interesante.
We're in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. We are at the Roman Chapel, and one of the things that we want to point out to our viewers today is that if you could shine the light upon this picture of Yeshua, and you see that his ethnic originality is African. Now, these pictures are always in the dark in this particular church because this depicts the true ethnic origin of Yeshua. Yeshua was an African Hebrew Israelite. And here, these pictures depict his true pigmentation. Okay? And as we had mentioned before we came into the church, that Constantine was a sun worshiper. He was a high priest of sun worship. That's why most of all these pictures, you see these sun discs behind
the pictures.
If you look at the pictures and you look at the sun disc represented Zoroastrianism, which was the pagan worship of the sun. Okay? So one of the things that we pointed out, that above the edicule, you saw what was in the ceiling. A depiction of the sun.
Right.
So you have to understand that the Roman Empire was populated by pagans.
Okay.
So how could an Hebrew who was named Yeshua convince some pagans to follow him? His message was tampered with.
Okay.
And in order to disconnect his message from the Hebrew scriptures, the Greeks convinced some African Hebrews who became Hellenic. And how do you become Hellenic? You got to go to the Greek institutions of higher education, which was really lower education. And they had the Hebrews to translate the Hebrew scriptures into Greek, and then you get the Greek Septuagint. So the New Testament was really a new misconception.
Right.
The binding, book binding in Ethiopia. The cover, wooden board cover, you know, as you see. Everything is made at home. So, this is 15th century manuscripts. Sometimes, you know, it's amazing that, you know, people in the 15th century, were they, you know, aware of color? All the saints, even the Virgin, is painted black. You know, today, even today, you don't find such paintings in churches. In always, you know, a bright color, not black color. So it has to be studied very well. You know, this type of documents. Look, even the evangelist. This is Matthew. You know, and the harag or the decorations. All this, you know.
What it is, what it do, what it be like. Welcome back to What the Hell Is TV, where everything we react to, you're gonna be like, what the hell is? And man, today, man, a lot of people gonna be like, what the hell is? You feel me? And today, man, I'm on something different, man. I want to enlighten people, I want to uplift people, and I really want to bring the truth, which is the truth starting to come out. A lot of our people know this, a lot of other people know it, but a lot of people still in doubt, and they don't want to believe it, you feel me? And see, a lot of our history and who we really is have been hidden over the years, man. It been whitewashed on, the Bible, Christianity, all that. And I'm not trying to speak on no religion type stuff, but I do want to give people a better depicted, a better image of who we really are, who descendants we really is, and the truth about what color people call him, Jesus, Yahshua, he really was. You feel what I'm saying? And so, man, today we're gonna get into this because this deep, and you know, it might rub some people the wrong way, you feel me? But hey, man, when you been lied to for so long, you feel me, like people start to believe certain things and it'd be hard for them to understand the truth, you feel me? But today we finna get the truth, you feel what I'm saying? So man, look, appreciate y'all for clicking on the video. If you watch the video to the end, like the video, man. Let's go.
So the Bible has been misused. Don't be cheated. Let's not be nice to each other because we are Christians. The Bible has been misused. The Bible is now the greatest instrument in creating false industries in the continent of Africa. And that is not to be celebrated. It is to be frowned upon. And we who claim to be Christians, and I normally use this very deliberately, we claim to be Christians. As to whether we are is another debate. We'll only discover that a little later when we are in heaven. And therefore, when we talk about rediscovering, we are saying that it was once discovered. But let us situate the Bible in its proper place. Christianity as we know it today in the continent of Africa was midwifed to us in the continent through Europe, through the missionaries. When they came, they were reading the very same Bible that we are reading today. When they sat in Berlin and were dividing the continent of Africa, they were reading the same Bible that we are reading today. The same Bible in which, in Paul's letter to the Galatians at chapter 3:28, he says, there are no Jews, no Gentiles, no slave, no free, no woman, no man. They read that verse. It was not interpolated later after they came. They read it. But they came here and conquered us. When His grace was preaching to us, He said, we must always be nice before we are good. Not always. And I've always talked about two approaches to be found in the Bible. One is of John the Baptist and Herodias. It's a dangerous path where you go out into the public and condemn evil. The only thing that you must know is that when you follow that path, Salome will ask for your head. But there are circumstances when it is necessary. Then there are circumstances when it is necessary to follow the path that His grace has suggested. Read the conversation between Nathan and David and what he did to the wife of Prophet Uriah. He comes and tells him, In this place there was a person who had a lamb. Circumstances define which method you use. So the Bible has been misused. Don't be cheated. Let's not be nice to each other because we are Christians. The Bible has been misused. It has been used to support slavery. It has been used to support colonization. It has been used to pervert the truth. That is the Bible that we are saying we ought to rediscover.
Now, man, I'm gonna say this. In order to enslave someone, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, you have to rob them for what they really is. Take them away, strip them for what they really is, who they really is. You feel me? And you substitute that with something else, don't have anything to do with us, and you brainwash us for years and years and years. You feel me? Y'all get what I'm saying? And so a lot of us don't know who we really is. You feel me? But the truth is coming out, you know. You can't keep things in the dark, bro. You feel me? And so all you have to do is do the research. I'm still learning, but I'm willing to put the work in. And I just came to a conclusion to where a lot of stuff just didn't make sense. And I'm not knocking the Bible or nothing, because things is real in the Bible, but it being misinterpreted, it being misled. And if you don't know, do research on certain words in that Bible and go back and read it in Hebrew and different languages and get the real meaning, then you would be okey-doke by that Bible. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing from nobody, no religion, none of that. You feel me? But people need to know what's really going on. And like I say, this 2025, a lot of information. This the digital world, you know. You can find out anything. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't really about no white and black and race thing. You feel me? It's just that knowing who we really is as a people. You feel me? And like I say, we just being lied to, you know. And it made it to where like, oh, we just ain't nothing. You feel me? Like we really ain't them ones. When in reality, we them ones. You feel me? We descendants of them people. You feel what I'm saying? And the ones who they claim to be the people is really not even the people. You feel me? They done switched it around. And I ain't even gonna say the word because it go deep, but y'all probably know who I'm talking about. Who are the little hats, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, man, I just wanted to speak some knowledge, bro. Like I say, I'm still learning, but hey, I want to spark somebody else to start getting into this, do the research, read, man. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for clicking on the video. If you liked this, I bring more type of clips and videos like this. You feel me? Man, I'm out.
Cannot tell me that black people ain't God's chosen people.
So in 2007, when my mom, me and my siblings escaped the cult we were in because my mom found out my dad had been cheating on her for many, many years, we had to move in with my grandma. We were kind of poor. We had nothing. My mom became a single mom and working a minimum wage job trying to provide for us after my dad basically abandoned us. My dad's family and their whole church congregation of white people did not help us in any way and abused and harassed us constantly and harassed my mom to forgive my dad and get back with him. My mom became friends with this wonderful black woman at her job. One night she takes my mom, crying, she's telling this. She takes my mom to the grocery store and she gets 2 baskets and tells her to fill them up. It's so funny too because my mom did not want her to do that. She was like, "You're not going to argue with me." She bought us 2 carts worth of groceries. She impacted my life in such a huge way and how I saw the world after exiting the cult we were in.
Many people don't want to acknowledge that the black community are the chosen people because, let's get deep into this, because in reality, they have the knowledge that most people don't have. Like, the only reason why people know how to farm is because of the black community. The only reason why we have the music that we have today is because of the black community. There wouldn't be no rock or metal if it wasn't for blues and jazz. There wouldn't be pop music if it wasn't for disco. There's a lot of things that they created that white people never did. White people really don't have that deep of knowledge. It's either stolen ideas or they're bought. Let's be real. What did white people really invent? You could say Tesla from Elon Musk, but he didn't make that. It was a stolen idea. If you go read what he did, he literally stole the whole business. You could say Trump, but what did Trump do? Stolen ideas, copied somebody else's ideas, just like his speeches. It's like a lot of white people just copy people. I mean, look at the dances on here. Who created those dances? The black community. And that's why this app's so boring right now, because it's not because all this stuff that's going on and the negativity. The black community literally just took their energy away. That's why this app was positive, because a lot of the white people were copying their dance move, copying this, copying that, and they stopped doing it, stopped posting on here, because none of you will give them the credit or the acknowledgement that they created that dance move or that idea. Before this land was taken, white people had no clue what the fuck to do. They were taught their language, they were taught how to farm, they were taught how to season their food that they still don't know how to do. That's another thing, seasoning. All their favorite foods, barbecuing. You love the barbecue, right? That was the black community's idea. This is why they are chosen. They have the knowledge that most people don't have. There's a possibility there is white people who are chosen, because let's face the facts. What happened during the Roman times and the slavery and all this other stuff, the black women were getting raped. So they were having their children. So there might be a bigger chance than we think that a lot of white people might have possibly a little black in them. That's what white people are jealous of. They know they have no creative ideas. They don't know how to cook, some of them. They don't know how to do much of anything. They have to copy and paste everything the black community does, because they have no ideas of their own, or they're jealous of their looks, jealous of their ding-dongs, whatever. Because their light is shining more than white people's. And honestly, the Bible says there's antichrists everywhere. The antichrist, blah, blah, blah. But white people are the antichrist. You have no Christ consciousness whatsoever. If anything, you try to erase Christ consciousness. I mean, look at all of you right now in this day and age. But yeah, none of you has Christ consciousness. None of you has Christ consciousness. Most white people are full of hate. And a lot of black people are full of love. How do I know this? Because the black community treated me better than my own race. Let's just face the facts right there. The black community has treated me better than the white people. Back to the Antichrist, though. You have Jim Jones, you have Trump, you have a bunch of white people always saying they're trying to save the world, and they always don't. Those are Antichrists. Always white people doing it. But yeah, most of our knowledge that we know today, the music we have today, the foods we have today, is all from the black community's ideas, which is Christ consciousness, and God gave that knowledge for a reason.